And if there's a remote chance that he could be released, that scares me, and it should scare Nashville.
He's accused of shooting and killing Belmont University student Jillian Ludwig in 2023, but we still don't know whether or not he'll actually have to face murder charges. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Shaquille Taylor is still waiting for a judge to determine whether he is competent to stand trial. But Jillian Ludwig's parents believe there is no question he is, in fact, competent.
They told investigative reporter Jennifer Krause they feel this case has exposed flaws in the system.
You know, he didn't appear to be incompetent to us at all.
Jessica and Matt Ludwig believe there's no reason Shaquille Taylor should not be held accountable for their daughter's death.
It blows my mind that, that this is even a question.
Police say Taylor shot at a car in November of 2023, and one of the bullets struck 18-year-old Jillian Ludwig, a college freshman at Belmont, as she walked in a park near campus.
And we ask Your Honor to find him competent.
For 2 days last month, the Ludwigs sat across the courtroom from Taylor as his attorneys tried to convince the judge that Taylor is incompetent to stand trial. News Channel 5 legal analyst Nick Leonardo recently explained on Morning Line what exactly that means.
When you're dealing with competency, it's the issue of whether or not you can assist in your defense. Are you able to understand what's going on at trial? Can you help your lawyer? Can you tell your lawyer who was there, why you did it?
And the Vanderbilt psychologist asked by the court to evaluate Taylor testified he's not able to do any of that.
My opinion was that he did not have sufficient capacity to proceed with the charges against him, or in other words, I'm concerned that he is not competent to proceed.
Dr. Mary Elizabeth Woods cited an intellectual disability diagnosed when Taylor was 3. She came to a similar conclusion after she evaluated him in another criminal case back in 2021. Woods says her findings are identical to those from another evaluation done in 2010.
Perhaps he has a low IQ, but we were just shocked by the amount of times that he has been deemed incompetent versus the competent man we saw on video.
What stunned Ludwig and her husband were the videos prosecutors played in court to show the judge that Taylor is in fact competent.
Do you understand what's going on right now?
There was one recorded by Metro Police right after Taylor's arrest for Ludwig's murder.
I want to tell you, Shaquille, that the shots that you fired killed a teenage girl.
He knew what he did. He tried to, cover it up, told some falsities. He showed understanding and even remorse when they told him that he had shot Jillian. He cried.
And then there was this recording made as the DA's own expert psychologist evaluated Taylor.
Because it was an accident. It wasn't like I paid for her.
The audio here is a little hard to make out in our recording, but Taylor here discusses the shooting, how it happened. And when he learns there's surveillance video of the shooting, he asks to see it. So he tells the psychologist he can help determine what evidence there is against him. And later, as the two watch the video of the shooting, Taylor describes to the doctor how it all went down.
The video interviews demonstrate to us that he understands, he knew what he did, he knew what the consequences could be. He can use terminology that would be used in a court setting. He understands what that means. That was clear to us.
So why does this Shaquille Taylor seem so different from the one described in these evaluations? The Ludwigs believe this evaluation process was, in their words, very, very flawed.
They used old data. They used old test scores, which is why it was important that the prosecution, retested him and brought in experts to re-examine him and see where he is at today versus where he was as a teenager.
And there's more.
And you can't use the same psychologists for multiple crimes because clearly they're not going to change their position because it would be discrediting their prior work and discrediting themselves.
The Ludwigs feel the whole competency determination process needs to be addressed and reworked. In the meantime, as Judge Steve Dozier considers everything that was presented during the 2-day hearing, the Ludwigs hope he will find Shaquille Taylor competent so he can be held accountable for Jillian's death.
I think the evidence was clear, and I hope he sees it that way.
Jennifer Krause, News Channel 5 Investigates.
Thanks, Jennifer. We're told the judge's decision is expected in the next few weeks. In the meantime, the Ludwigs hope lawmakers will consider changing the law so people who are charged with new crimes are evaluated, like they said, by different psychologists. The couple also continues to raise money for their nonprofit, Ray of Light, which honors Jillian by continuing her work helping struggling musicians and supporting music education. If you'd like to find out more, go to rayoflight.org. That's Ray with an E.